joining me for this Get Ready With Me featuring my March favorites. If you didn't happen to see my March favorites list, I talk about an SPF that's pretty heavy duty. I have it on under this makeup, so I wanted to show you how to get that to work, because when I initially put it on, it looks like this is not going to come together at all, but then we get to this point. We're also going to do a wear test on this. We'll see how long it can go, so let's go ahead and get started. I want to do a wear test today, so we're going to start a little bit earlier rather than later. I also want to give time for this product to work into the skin. So we're going to start off with Even Up, and it's going to go on really light at first, but then it'll kind of adjust. So I think depending on the batch that you get, I want to say, it can be smoother or not as smooth. Like my last version had like, I don't know, felt kind of grainy. This one's very smooth. So I also noticed this one meshes with the skin a little bit better. So I don't know, I should have probably asked them why the other one had more texture, but I just used it anyway. But we're gonna put on this just because I'm gonna go out today, and I want to show you what this looks like once it's on, because right now it looks like it's going to be a terrible mismatch. So this will have a white cast, but it won't be as distinct. And this is SPF 50 plus. It's got brightening as well. That's how much I put on, a full pump. Yeah, it's quite opaque, but that tells me that it's in place and I've got everything that I need covered. Then we've also got the COLORESCIENCE Total Eye 3-in-1, and this is in the shade medium. I think it's the original one. I'm just gonna dot like this. Ooh, so much SPF. I did not see. It's not blended in at all. But I've got to look in the mirror for this. Let me just use my clean hands here. I'm gonna go right on top as well. Okay, so this is gonna take a little bit of time to adjust, but I'll come back so you can see what it looks like before I add the next step. But if you apply this and you think it's way too much of a white cast and you're gonna get this, just wait for a few minutes and then I'll show you what it looks like. So I'll show you what this looks like in a few minutes. Okay, so it's been about 7 to 10 minutes, something like that. And you can see this is about as close to my skin tone as it's going to get. So hopefully it looks better on your end. It looks better on my end. You can definitely see up here though, that it's a white cast. But the reason I like this, and it's called, again, Even Up Clinical Pigment Perfector SPF 50. It says lightly tinted. Well, it depends on your skin tone, I think. And I think for some people who are much lighter, this actually adds color, so let me know. It says clinically tested to diminish the appearance of discoloration, which I love, and immediately blur stubborn brown spots while protecting against future damage with SPF 50. So it looks really perfected once I put makeup on. So it serves as a very opaque kind of base, but we're gonna go in with this, which I love without SPF. Not as much with SPF, but I wanted to show you how it looks with SPF as well in case you wanted to do this for the day. So we have here the Chantecaille Anti-Aging Face Tint, as well as the Chantecaille Sheer Glow Rose Face Tint. If I've not yet, I'll be featuring this in another video without SPF, so you can see what that looks like, but I'm going to take some of the Rose Glow and some of the Skin Tint, and depending on if I have SPF like this on or not, it'll tell me how much I should put of the Skin Tint. I'll put more of this on versus the Rose Glow when I have SPF. As you can see, it's too light for me, this color, so I'm gonna just blend them together, and then we'll start on the outside because that's where I usually use bronzer anyway, so if it's a little darker, it's okay. Let's start on that exterior. Just blending, and I've got a little bit more of the Rose Glow here for the front of my face. And now this does set as well, so in case you're wondering, I'm gonna go under the eye a little bit with the Rose Glow. Okay, now I know this doesn't look amazing, but this is one of those trust the process kinds of applications, so it will all turn out at the end. Yeah, because look at this forehead, it's really, really light. But what I end up here with is a very smooth kind of canvas that's gonna stay that way all day, and so that's where we're gonna do wear test, so I can show you that in action and show you how it performs. So if you are one of those people who needs to wear heavy duty SPF like me during the day, then you'll get to see why I choose this as my heavy duty SPF, because it really just stays in place really well. It's like having almost having a full face mask, as much as a full face mask of SPF. So I'm gonna go in with more SPF. Again, we've got Mocha here by Clé de Peau. But yeah, such a really wise idea. Please let me know it was you if you let me know about that, because I thought I never thought of that. What a great idea. So as you can see, I don't need that much concealer now because I've kind of covered everything up pretty well. I'm just gonna take this Sephora number 57 brush. So this will look like a full face of makeup at the end. It's pretty high coverage looking. We're gonna have a more perfected look than normal because of this. Really quick, so you can see how perfecting this whole thing is, even though it does not start out as anything that looks like it's gonna work. Since this is more coverage, that Chanel Under Eye Concealer will work really well with this. So we're gonna do that. I have mine in 40. So you can see it's already coming together. It really is just this forehead that's sticking out is like that. It's not working, but that's okay. We'll fix it. Sephora number 71 brush. Yeah, it's already coming together. We're gonna go in with La Prairie as usual. Going in with the Chantecaille Perfect Blur Powder. This is really gonna help bring that warmth back and kind of take away, I think it's like a blue white kind of light that's bouncing back. And that's what's making it look like I have SPF on. Yeah, and I definitely can't see the same kind of white cast in real life as I can on the camera. The camera is really picking up on these blue white tones. It looks really good in person. I'm just gonna take this Sonia G brush. Okay, we'll watch that and see if it doesn't adjust a little bit. If not, we can always go in with more bronzer. Okay, let's go in with the Perfect Blur Glow Powder, just right in the center. Got the Chanel Brow Duo. This is the powder side. The Dior Show Onset Brow here. Put on my jewelry. I haven't put my jewelry on yet today. We're gonna go in with this Westman Atelier. I'm so happy I found it. That's how I know I really love something, because I've been looking for this and it's because it was in my bag. It's the Westman Atelier Squeaky Clean Lip Balm. Just to moisturize for now. Quick eye. We're gonna go in with the eyeshadow sticks I picked up. So we've got Bobbi Brown in Taupe, and this is a matte shade, just for the crease. Has like a green tone almost in it. So if you're looking for a cooler taupe, this one's quite cool. And it'll give a good idea around the wear test. Now this is like a creamier eyeshadow stick for sure. I've been testing out various eyeshadow sticks from different companies, and this is on the creamier side compared to the other ones I've been trying. But again, we'll do the wear test and see how it looks after several hours of wear. We're gonna take this Laura Mercier in, oh gosh, in Kahki. I am curating like a green toned eyeshadow stick collection, I want to say. It's not really a collection, but I guess it's a collection. But I just want to compare them across brands, because out of all the colors there are, this seems to be a common color, like a greenish toned neutral. I'll take this BK Beauty 207. To blend that together in the crease area so it's a little bit more gradual. Almost done. We're gonna take this Bobbi Brown in Mica, right here in the center. I'm gonna take this Hourglass in Forest. this eyeliner and tight line. Just go above the lash line just a little bit. Okay, let me just add mascara. We'll go in with the Chantecaille Faux Cils Longest Lash Mascara. This one, I'll be right back. So we've come a long way from when I just had on the SPF. Yeah, it's trust the process, definitely, because it didn't look like it was gonna work at all. But we are definitely getting there. Let's go in with this blush by Chanel, and I love this. I loved that spring look that we did earlier. Gosh, I think it posted though in April, but I filmed that in March. Let's go in with number 72. I loved using this in that video. If you missed it, it was a spring essentials video. I'm gonna take this Rephr number 18 and just use that as a pop of color. I do like this pink tone, it's so pretty. So it's a cooler tone on me for sure, but I just loved how it turned out. Just want to show you this in tandem with my go-to blush, my Valentino number 9. This just helps perfect any kind of blush situation for me because it has the finest glow to it. So we're just taking a bit of the whatever is left over on this Buff and Blur brush and diffusing the perimeter of that blush. And then for the lip, I really love this 822 by Chanel, Le Rouge Lustre. Look, as you can see, it finally came together. It didn't look like it was going to. I've had this on for about an hour already, so we're gonna start the clock at 11 a.m., see how long we can go and what conditions I can put this under. I did want to show you why I enjoy this SPF and continue to purchase it time and time again. But let's take a closer look at the products on my face so you can see what that looks like up close. We definitely have a more perfected appearance to the overall makeup. It looks more done than undone, so we don't have a lot of skin showing through, but I tried to get it to match my natural skin color as much as I possibly could with a little bit of glow. I think the Chantecaille product, the Rose Glow, helps with that glow. I think the other glowy products I've been using between the Valentino blush and the Perfect Blur Glow Powder, the Lotus powder, helps with that glow as well. But yeah, we will continue to wash this throughout the day. Checking in here with a 6-hour check-in. It's been 6 hours and we've gone out, we've run errands, we've had lunch. I took a nap, just woke up from a nap, and I haven't touched up my makeup, but we are gonna go to dinner here. So let me just take a quick look. You can see the pores are a little bit more visible, but I'm gonna go in with some powder now. So see, this is what happens though when a little bit of the SPF gets moved. So I'm just gonna smooth that out, but I'm gonna go ahead and powder here really fast. Huge difference. Actually, I did a wear test and I didn't powder, and you can see what a difference it makes to not re-powder. Yeah, I was surprised at how it looked on camera. It did not look amazing. Okay, and then let's put a little lip on here, going back in with 822. Okay, and then I will see you back in, gosh, a couple more hours. So we're gonna get probably 8 or 9 hours out of this. Let's see how it goes. So back with the check-in, I've had at least the foundation piece on for about 10 hours now. So this is a really long wear test, and the eyeshadow sticks were applied shortly thereafter. So between 9 and 10 hours for that as well. Let's take a close look because I wore glasses and I've eaten food. You can still see there's a bit of a lip stain left, and I'm just gonna push this around because my glasses, I'm gonna make an indentation on my cheeks, and then I'll just smooth this part out here as well. And let's take a look. So I powdered the one time, but to me it looks pretty good, but in the camera, I don't know how it looks because the last time I did this, I thought it looked pretty good in person, but then on camera it looked really not good. But I think it still looks intact. I mean, we have some settling into pores here, but again, I think it's because I was rubbing up against my glasses here and it kind of removed that and pushed this around. I don't think we would have seen that as much if I wasn't wearing glasses. I've had sunglasses on and off all day as well as just glasses. But I think it looks pretty good. And then let's take a look at this eyeshadow. Yeah. The only reason there's any little bit of creasing here is because I had a bit of concealer underneath, which is what's showing. But other than that, the eyeshadow sticks really stay in place very, very well. And you can see there was just a slight bit of transfer on that Hourglass in the upper waterline here. It transferred just slightly, but it's not bad at all. Like, it's not smeared or smudged or anything. And I think that has to do with the type of eye area that you have in terms of the level of moisture. So my eyes are more on the normal side. But yeah, I think that things look pretty good. I mean, as good as can be after 10 hours, and you can see even up here, there's a little bit of that whitish bluish cast because of the SPF. You can still see it's still there. Like I said, I can't see it here in real life, but I can definitely see it because of the way the camera is picking up the image here. But you can see it's still in place. So I did want to show you how long that SPF stayed in place, as well as the eyeshadow sticks, to see what the wear was like on that, in case you were wondering. And also the lip color that just leaves a nice little stain on lips. And that's even after I've eaten, and it still looks pretty good. So let me know if you like these wear tests with my favorites, so you can see how they wear throughout the day. And it is quite warm today, so we also had temperature as a bit of a factor here as well, which usually, if it's cooler, it doesn't disturb makeup, but the heat, like the hotter temperatures, really will impact the way my makeup works. So it did pretty well today. But let me know if you'd like to see wear tests on favorites like this, and if I have a chance, I will definitely be happy to do that. But that is it for today's video, so please take care of each other, stay well. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time.